Welcome back to MTG Stories. This time, we continue to follow the adventures of Florian, Voldaren Scion. After their last encounter in the swamps went south, riddled with betrayal and deception, the brood of vampires somehow made it out victorious. Florian informed the other lesser vampires of his plan, that he and the legendary vampires brewed up. He didn't tell them everything, though. Florian was a master of charm magic. Even though he could be devastating himself with his attacks, he often resorted to deception to accomplish his goals, opposed to brute force, always planning his future moves in advance. With the vampire dragon now at his disposal, the brood presses on to find the archdevil and broker this deal. With the Innistrad predator now following the vampires, interested in the blood of the brood, Florian decided he would like to see the power of this dragon with his own eyes. As more enemies approached, the Null Priest and the Blood Mage began to remember what Florian and Drana had discussed. As they walked through the mountains, the cleric looked at the warlock and said,
"You heard what Drana told us. The archdevil needs more souls."
The Blood Mage glared back at her, as if he knew all too well what she meant. He then looked up into the skies, before he replied,
"Yes, that dragon has been following us for days. How convenient."
As he thought of Florian's last words before they parted. "Blood Mage, our friend seems to be hungry. Make sure he gets plenty of food, will you?" Florian said. They continued on, being trailed by the dragon, and then the enemy finally appeared in front of them. The Slaughter Specialist, a vampire warrior, who was accompanied by a human. She then ordered the human to fight on the behalf of the Null Priest at once. "Someone seems to be confident in their ability," said the Null Priest, as she cast magic to destroy the specialist before entering into the battlefield. She also ordered the human to attack prior to her entry. As they looked up, another enemy entered the battlefield, the Nighthawk Scavenger, a vampire touched by death, whose life was also linked with the enemy. The priest went in on a menacing attack, assaulting the enemy directly, dealing damage. And then, the dragon entered the battlefield, stalking the scavenger, fangs dripping with blood. The enemy then used snow magic, frostbite, attempting to destroy the dragon. The dragon then devoured the human, gaining indestructibility, making it invulnerable to all damage. The dragon grew more powerful from the sacrifice. The Nighthawk Scavenger, dual-wielding death blades, went in on the assault, causing massive damage. The Callous Blood Mage jumped in to support the other vampires as the priest and the predator attacked at once. The predator was even able to devour the enemy's magic from the grave and banish it forever, gaining even more power. The enemy then cast the legendary enchantment, the Meat Hook Massacre, attempting to destroy the Blood Mage and the priest. The dragon again devoured the Blood Mage, making itself invulnerable. The Nighthawk, gaining more power, attacked again, giving life to the enemy. Another Blood Mage entered the fray to feed the dragon if necessary. The dragon swooped in to attack the enemy once more, gaining even more power. The dragon also causes a royal eruption, destroying the scavenger. The enemy uses snow magic, once again attempting to destroy the warlock, but this only provided the dragon with more food and indestructibility. And then Florian appeared, staring down the predator with a sinister smile. He was on the enemy's side, just as Drana was in the last encounter. He began to laugh. "Will that be enough souls?" said Florian. Before anyone even knew what happened, Zariel appeared, the legendary planeswalker.
Expect to feel the full power of
She
my
made
wrath,
haste, giving the predator
forbearance,
power as the
and
dragon went in on
victory.
the assault for the last time, devouring the scavenger from the grave before casting Royal Eruption, destroying the enemy. The planeswalker then turned toward Florian.
Tell me, vampire, why have you summoned me?
Florian, Voldaren Scion, using deception, sacrifice, death, with a little bit of charm, managed to accomplish his goals. Standing in front of the dragon and the archdevil, Florian began to see his visions more clear. With a war brewing and more dangers up ahead, what could this noble vampire truly be after? We shall have to wait and see. Thanks for tuning in.